Hi, the title of this broadcast, will be called Choices and Consequences of Each Choice Made. Choices and Consequences for short uh, video description. So let's talk about this. Most women sit there and say, "That guy is corny." Pointing to the guy that's actually got a job, has his own house, making his own money. Oh, he's corny. Oh, I don't like that. I don't want that guy. He's too corny. Yeah, I know he make a good husband, but let me friend zone him. Let me put him in the friend zone. And then I want to go and get to know myself. I want to explore myself. I want to get to know myself. I want to go out and have fun. Let me go out there and have a little fun, and then when I'm ready to settle down, I'll get with that nice guy. This right here will be your ultimate downfall, your ultimate mistake you'll make in your life. This I'm talking to the women out there. God has given you a brain to think with. He's given you a moral compass to use. But let me ask you this. What do Pookies and Ray Rays offer you other than helping you father an illegitimate child? Well, that child has got 50% of Pookie and Ray Ray's DNA and your DNA. But when you become a single mother, your SMV value decreases. Are you listening to this? And you can sit here and prop up your own value and make yourself go up in worth. But I got bad news for you, all right? I got bad news. There is an adversary named Father Time. And when he shows up, he's saying, I'm taking this, I'm taking that. And you will be humbled. You will be brought back down to earth. You will be humbled. And the kids you made with the Pookies and Ray Rays, the guys that were nothing, they just made out with you and then left you and ghosted you. Huh? So you really want to go after those kind of guys. What do they have that the nice guys don't have? I'll give you an illustration. Look at Cardi B. Look at Cardi B, or one of the celebrities. She turned her life around. And all the tattoos she had them removed. The creator, the being, told her not to be degrading herself. But young women degrade themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the statistics that are going to help bring awareness to the fatherlessness issues in the current modern world. All right? statistics here are their data. You cannot argue with data. 63% of youth deletions come from fatherless homes. 90% of fatherless or homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes, 32 times the average. So when that single mother has rotating men coming in and out through that door and abusing children verbally, it does something to them. That's how come these children act out. Then you over here, you wanted to be a mother. Well, guess what? You're a mother. All right? 85% of children who show behavior disorder come from fatherless homes. Boom. 20 times the average. 80% of rapists with anger problem come from fatherless homes. 14 times the average. 71% of all high school dropouts come from fatherless homes, 9 times the average. National Principal Association report. Are you awake yet? Are you awake? Why you want to act naive and, oh, well, I guess he likes me. I guess I go ahead and let him hit it and quit it. Then you don't know who the father is. Then you go to the hospital. Well, who's the father of the child? Oh, I don't know. All right? Father factor in education. Fatherless children are twice likely to drop out of school. Children with fathers involved are 40% less likely to repeat a grade in school. Children with fathers involved are 70% less likely to drop out of school. Children with fathers involved are more likely to get A's in school. Children with fathers involved are more likely to enjoy school and engage in extracurricular activities. 75% of all adolescent patients in chemical abuse centers come from fatherless homes, 10 times the average. So is that a blessing to be a single mother? Is that a blessing? No. The nice guy or the guy that would have made you his wife was there. But your friends on him. Oh, I like you as a friend. But you know what? Father Time, I'm telling you, Father Time will show up to take away from you. And give you stuff that will run high quality men away. I'll give you an example. Weight gain. Age lines. Masculine version of your own voice from feminine. Oh, not to forget menopause. Night sweats, hot sweats. Night sweats. Okay, you know when you go take a shower and you clean up real good and you dry yourself off, you go to bed, you can't sleep because you're sweating in your sleep. That's night sweats. That's part of transitioning from a fertile mother to a menopausal woman. She's going through menopause. Then your voice box is going to take a hit and you're going to become a masculine version of yourself. Not to mention your looks are going to go away. Listen, This is Father Time arriving to take away and give you flaws. And this is not going to be good. And the older you get, the less value you will become. Then you're going to have nice little slews of Harmon Harry's ages 18 to 20 years old wanting to come to you. Oh, it's nice to get that attention. It is nice to get attention, but that will be short-lived. These boys ain't gonna stick around. There's a difference between a boy and a man. Okay? Boy is an acronym for burden on you. A man is an acronym for meet all needs. Okay, then some of this here also correlates with the factor of feminism ideology that promotes this. Remember, feminism lied to you. They lied to you. And you took it hook, line, and sinker. And let me show you this. Let me highlight this. Father factor drug alcohol abuse. Research at Columbia University found that children living in a two-parent household with a poor relationship with the father are 68% more likely to smoke, drink, or use drugs compared to all teens in a two-parent household. Teens in a single mother household 30% higher risk of those in a two-parent household to do that. 70% of youth in the state-operated institutions come from fatherless homes, 9 times the average. 85% of youth in prison come from fatherless homes, 20 times the average. Fulton County, Georgia, and Texas Department of Correction. They did a survey on this. So is this a blessing to be a mom to a child who has no father in their life? Let me tell you this. Let me see what the Bible talks about this too. Anyways, gonna go ahead and cover this topic. All right. Now, father incarceration, in prison or maybe in jail. All right, in controlling for income. Youth in father-absent households still have significantly higher odds of incarceration than those in mother and father families. God desires for each child to have a mother and a father. Youth who never have a father in their household experience the highest odds. 2002 study, Department of Justice survey out of 7,000 inmates revealed that 30% of jail inmates live in a mother-only household. Approximately 46% of jail inmates in 2002 previously incarcerated family, 1/5 experienced a father in prison or jail. This should be alarming for you. This should be alarming for you. And this comes to mind. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, Pretty Amina posted this, I believe, on Twitter. We rejected men who were going to make us wives for guys who made us single mothers. The men are not trash, but our taste for men is trash. Dear men, we're sorry. This actually came from a Twitter post. White you say you're sorry because you wanted to be a single mother and think you're the prize to go out and try to pre-qualify a man to be in your life by unrealistic standards? Really? Unrealistic standards. Well, he's going to have a mansion. Listen, that guy that has a mansion, that guy that is got millions of dollars is not going to date you. You're coming up like a wacky manifesto on this. He's not going to take you. Then you run to the clubs. Oh, I'm gonna go find Mr. Right in the club. He's not there. All right, he's not there. Anyway, let's go back to the statistics. This is where really what I'm trying to boil down this topic. Yeah, I'm trying to boil down the topic to the choice you make will have lifelong consequences, positive or negative. All right. Now, father factor in crime. Study of 109 juvenile offenders indicate family structure significantly predicts delinquency. Adolescent, particular boys in single parent household were at a higher risk of status, poverty, personal delinquency. I wonder why. Moreover, students attending schools with a higher proportion of children of single parents were also at risk. Why is this statistic screaming? Is it a blessing? No, it's actually a curse. Okay? Did you know that? A study of 13,986 women in prison showed that more than half grew up without their father or even knew who their father was. 42% grew up in a single mother household. 16% lived with neither parent. This is shocking. Father factor in child abuse. Compared to living with both parents, living in a single parent home doubles the risk that child will suffer physical, emotional, educational neglect. The overall rate of child abuse and neglect in a single parent household is 27.3 children per 1,000, whereas the state rate of overall maltreatment of a two parent household is 15.5% per, 15.5 per 1,000. And take a good look at this. Daughters of single parents without father are involved, or 53% more likely to marry as teenager. 711% more likely to have children as teenagers. 164% more likely to have a premarital birth. 92% more likely to get divorced themselves. This should actually raise eyebrows. Adolescent girls raised in a two-parent home with involved fathers are significantly less likely to be sexually active than girls raised without involved fathers. So we got these little celebrities or music celebrities twerking and dressing provocatively in a single parent home. They're grooming children right under in broad daylight in front of everybody. They'd be shaking that backside and then when the children become single mothers, the cycle repeats unless somebody is going to break that cycle. Okay? %43% of U.S. children live without their father. 43%. 90% of homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. This is from a statistic. 80% of rapists motivated with displaced anger come from fatherless homes. 71% of pregnant teenagers lack a father. 63% of youth deletions are from fatherless homes. 85% of children that exhibit behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. Are you ready for this next one? 90% of adolescent repeat arsonists live only with their mother. This from an excerpt of Psychology Today, January 85, page 28. 71% of high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. Are you getting the picture? All right? 75% of adolescent patients in chemical abuse centers come from fatherless homes. 70% of juveniles have no father. 85% of youth in prison grew up in a fatherless home. Fatherless boys and girls are twice likely to drop out of high school, twice likely to end up in jail, 4 times more likely to need help for emotional and behavioral problems. March 26, 1999. So, let's take a good look at this, shall we? Let's take a good look at this. You know what? I don't know how to tell you all this, but to the women out there that wants to make men that are low quality, low value, make them fathers and not step up to the plate and take care of their children. I'm sorry to say, you are weaving a web of a life that is very utterly complicated. Now, we're going to talk about the fatherhood. 64.3 million estimated number of fathers across the nation. 26.5 million number of fathers who are part of married couple families with their own children under the age of 18. Among these fathers, alrighty, 22% are raising 3 or more of their own children under 18. Among married couple in households only. 2% live in the home of a relative and non-relative. 2.5 million number of single fathers up from 400,070. According to Mom, single parents live with their children 18% or men among these fathers, okay? Look at this. 8% raising 3 or more of their own children under 18. 42% were divorced. 38% never married. 60% separated. 4% are widowed. These numbers don't lie. So, this here is screaming for help and responsibility. 85% among 30.2 million fathers live with children younger than 18. The percentage who live with their biological children only, 11% live with stepchildren that are not their own children. 4% with adopted children. Less than 1% with foster children. Are you getting the picture yet? Women, are you getting the picture yet? So we can go out there and point fingers at the men and say, well, yeah, you made the baby. You need to pay up. Well, how about keep your legs closed and find the right guy that is going to do the right thing? Instead of letting Pookies and Ray Rays have it for free and then turn around, you live with the after effects or the consequences. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. You are not the prize. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're not the prize. You can go down there and justify it, but you're not the prize. All right? Recent policies encourage development programs designed to improve the economic status of low-income, non-resident fathers who are financially and emotionally support provide to their children. To brief 10 key lessons from several important early responsible fatherhood initiatives that were developed and implemented during the 1990s and early 2000s. Formal evaluation of these fatherhood efforts have been completed, making this opportune time to step back and assess what's been learned and built on the early program's success, while following the statistics of formidable and responsible fatherhood research. Literature generally supports the claim that loving and nurturing father improves the outcome for children, family, and communities. So, all right. All right. Children involve loving fathers significantly more likely to do well in school, have a healthy self-esteem, exhibit empathy, a pro-social behavior, avoid high-risk behavior such as drug use, truancy, criminal activity compared to children who have uninvolved fathers. Like Pookies and Ray Rays, those are uninvolved fathers. Studies on parent-child relationship on child well-being showing that father love is an important factor in predicting social and emotional and cognitive development in functioning of children and young adults. 24 million children, 34% live absent their biological father. Thanks to Title IX of the Social Security Act for promoting this, the United States has become a welfare state. Nearly 20 million children, 27% live in single parent homes. "43% of first marriages dissolve within 15 years. About 60% of divorcing couples have children. And approximately 1 million children each year experience the divorce of their parents. Fathers live with their children more likely to have close, enduring relationship with their children than those who do not. Compared to children born with marriage, child born of cohabitating parents are 3 times likely to experience father absence. And children born to unmarried or non-cohabitating parents are 4 likely to live in a father-absent home. About 40% of children in a father-absent home have not seen their father at all. I wonder why. During the past year, okay? 26% absent fathers live in a different state other than their children. And 50% of children living absent, their father had never set foot in their father's homes. Wow. And look at this. Isn't this shocking? Children who live absent their biological father are on average at least 2 or 3 times more likely to be poor, use drugs, experience educational, health, emotional, behavioral problems, to be victim of child abuse, and engage in criminal behavior other than peers who lived with their married, biological, or adoptive parents. Wow. From 1995 to 2000, population of children living in a single parent home slightly declined, while proportionally children live with two parents remain stable. So now most people don't understand the concept why they don't understand it. A lot of them don't. They wonder why they're not to catch. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you lay down with a guy at a very young age. You did not even check that guy's background to see if he's a felon, to see if he's had other baby mamas. Wouldn't it make sense to go out and get you a high value man, a man who is making money, has his own house, has his own stuff, to stay with him? Give your children the best father they could have. Think about this very hard. Oh, well, this guy said he hustles enough, but he doesn't give you any money to help raise your child. He helped you make that child, but he doesn't give you money to raise that child. Or he makes all these fake promises that knocks you up. Then turn around, the state try to collect from him. I tell you what, there is a man who has 30 kids with 11 baby mamas. He's making minimum wage, and all the single mother gets is $1.49 a month. Can I ask you, what can $1.49 buy? Are you seeing where I'm going at with this? What can it buy? Think about this. Think about this before you lay up with a man that is low value. Think about this. Think about this before you shack up with a low value man who says he's got the game and he's this, he's that. Think about this. He is not the prize. He should be avoided at all costs. Nice guys are actually the prize. Did you know that? So you take care of yourself, and peace.